Hi, today I'm going to be explaining a very large global issue that is affecting certain parts of the world already and soon enough could affect us. I'll be explaining how we can keep vegetation throughout the planet safe and how if we don't, presenting some facts on how this could affect our everyday lives very negatively and show some simple ways to help preserve and keep our vegetation safe. So firstly, I would like to start off with showing you some ways in how vegetation is currently very important to our everyday lives already. You might not know it, but vegetation is one of the leading factors as to why we're able to function normally on a daily basis. In a survey taken amongst teens, most use the products that vegetation are able to provide for us at least 10 to 15 times per day consumption wise. They generally use things such as water, which vegetation plays a large part in helping to produce primarily through climate, certain types of meats and proteins which vegetation provides them with certain nutrients to survive and develop to be made available for human consumption, and clean air to breathe on a daily basis. A very large problem is beginning to arise in our society in which vegetation is being destroyed in various ways, which will take away some of these things. I will firstly start off with the effects on deforestation and how this will cause severe effects on our daily functions and our bodies. Deforestation is occurring in many parts of the earth and can happen in different ways. Generally, people influence this to make room for agriculture and for production of wood materials, although forest fires are also a large cause of this as well. This could affect both us and other species in short and long-term effects. Let me start off with how this could begin to affect other organisms first. Currently, 70% of the Earth's plant and animal species live in forests, although at the current rate that deforestation is occurring, 28,000 of the species currently living in forests will become extinct within the next 25 years. As that rate occurs daily, this means 4,500 acres of forest are destroyed by every hour in various human-generated ways. This is equal to 1,200 football fields every hour. The animals living in these habitats would become extinct due to the fact that the large majority of these species living there would not be able to properly adapt to their habitat due to their natural one being taken away from them. If this were to occur, there would be drastic changes in food chains throughout the globe, which would ultimately cause for thousands of other species to either overpopulate at an extreme rate or decrease until extinction. This would greatly affect humans because we would be without valuable supplies needed to survive. This includes the proper foods that humans have the ability to consume so that they can have proper nutrients flow to the rest of their bodies. Trees are the world's largest form of oxygen production, and over time, as trees are removed and their amount decreases, this also decreases the amount of oxygen that our bodies can intake. This will result in polluted and toxic air being inhaled through our lungs and pushed through the rest of our body through our circulatory system. This can lead to fatigue and illness over time. Some ways that we can prevent deforestation from occurring is by signing up for petitions online to reduce the amount of forest being clear-cut in certain areas, and by being more cautious with things that produce forest fires, such as things that will increase the heat of the climate, and by being more careful with fossil fuels, which are one of the largest causes of forest fires by the general population. By doing small, simple things like this, we will be able to save many valuable resources and be able to allow for populations of other species to grow over time. Another way in which humans can actively help in the preservation of our vegetation is by attempting to take part in a much more vegetarian-style diet. By doing this, we can help the world in numerous ways, such as preserving valuable land for the future, keeping to help our water bodies clean, and many more you may not even have any idea about. Within the next 40 years, our human population is expected to grow by at least 3 billion. As this continues to appear the case, it is becoming more and more probable that we as humans will be in severe situations with our amounts of food, water, and land during those times. As of 2010, 302 million hectares of climate-friendly land were being used to house or develop livestock, whereas only 13 million hectares were being used for the development of production of consumable vegetation. Although, vegetables can provide more food per hectare than livestock can, which means that it would be more productive to use some of that land to produce vegetation instead of livestock. Another reason why being vegetarian can help the earth and be better for you is by helping reduce your carbon footprint. The emissions that livestock produce through their manure and gaseous emissions can affect climate in certain ways, primarily through the methane and nitrous oxide which they contain, which plays a large part in global warming. By keeping our vegetation safe and utilizing it in our everyday consumption, we will not have to worry about a severe increase of these toxins being released into our ecosystems, which will also help to prevent global warming. For you, being vegetation can be helpful personally and on an environmental and global level. You'll potentially save money with this choice as well, as vegetables cost far less than livestock at your local grocery store. So, if you would like to play a role in reducing your carbon footprint the next time you're out shopping, a great way to start is by maybe buying a salad as your dinner instead of a steak. I have fully explained to you reasons as to why our vegetation should be kept safe and some ways that we can ensure that this happens. This video had a generally positive effect on teens, and whether they were going to follow through on any tips given to them in this video or whether they would research this topic further. In a post-video survey taken through social media, most people said that they would make a greater effort to supplement their meats with vegetables at every meal. Around 50% stated that they would make attempts in different various ways to try and prevent clear cutting, and the large majority said that they would research this topic in their own time to further their knowledge on the subject past this presentation. I hope that you learned something new from this presentation, and hopefully will find or create ways to help preserve our Earth's vegetation.